Welcome in, everybody, to a special edition of the Free Play Podcast. I am the host, Eli Scales, and I'm joined today by a special guest, Andrew Nelson. Andrew is our Chiefs ball knower here at Andover Caps, so I had to have him on, and we're going to talk a little bit about the Chiefs. We're going to talk a little bit about some hot takes that we got submitted to us on Instagram, so it should be a good time today, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Andrew's got for us today.
Absolutely.
So, our first topic we're going to do here is these hot takes that were submitted. So the first one coming from Ben Smith, he says Dr. Pepper is the most overrated drink. What do you have to say about that?
Absolutely disagree with that. That is a terrible take.
I completely agree. I'm a Diet Dr. Pepper fiend. I love Diet Dr. Pepper. And
Diet?
Yeah.
Not even like the regular?
No. I'll drink the regular Dr. Pepper, but I'm more of a diet guy myself, you know. Got to get that 0 cal. Like, let's say I'm at like a soccer team dinner. I always stop on my way home. I gotta get the Diet Dr. Pepper. That's my go-to.
Nah, you gotta go with the regular Dr. Pepper.
I don't know, man.
I mean, it's got a lot of sugar, but
Yeah. See, I typically get like Nerds clusters to go with it though.
Oh.
So
yeah, there's your sugar.
yeah, so I'm getting my sugar intake that way. But Ben, that's an awful take, and
Agreed. Terrible take.
yeah. So we both disagree with that one. Next, we got one from Dane Hollenbeck. He says Christian McCaffrey should be in Offensive Player of the Year or MVP talks right now.
Oh, I don't know about MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I don't know about that.
I was talking to Dane a little bit about this one when I saw it come through, and he actually kind of showed me like how good Christian McCaffrey's been this season. It's kind of surprising, but his rush game has not really been that good. He's still only 140 for 490 on the ground, but in the receiving side of the ball, he's been fantastic. He has 599 receiving yards already this season, so he's almost at 1,000 or maybe over 1,000 all-purpose yards this season. He has 3 rushing touchdowns and 3 receiving touchdowns, and the way I kind of thought about it was he should be getting more credit for Offensive Player of the Year because the 49ers have been a pretty good team this year, and I feel like part of that is definitely because of Christian McCaffrey, because of the amount of injuries they've had on offense.
Yeah, 100%.
They got rid of Deebo Samuel. Brandon Ayuk's been hurt. Ricky Pearsall hasn't been same since he got shot, and they've been really just banking on Christian McCaffrey to be the type of player he is. And last year he was not healthy, and we kind of saw that with the rest of the 49ers season, how it went. And now that he is healthy, it seems like their offense has rebounded in a big, significant way.
Yeah, 100%. I would say he's at least 80% of their offense. I mean, he might as well be quarterback at this point.
Yeah, 1,400 scrimmage yards this season already.
Yeah,
So-
that's insane. I absolutely think he should be in the Offensive Player of the Year conversation, but I don't know if I'd take it to MVP.
Yeah, because Offensive Player of the Year, I mean, you still got Puka, you still got Jamar
Absolutely.
Chase,
Yep.
you still got Jackson Smith and Jigba. So you got a bunch of great receivers in that mix too. And I don't think the 49ers may be in the top echelon of teams that will get them kind of recognition for Offensive Player of the Year, but
Agreed. Yeah.
it's a decent take by Dane.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a hot take for a reason, but you could see a world where you could say that the 49ers would be significantly worse, obviously, but their offense would just be one of the worst in the NFL if they didn't have them, especially with Mac Jones running the show.
Yeah, agreed.
The next one we have from Brody Fagan. It is NIL is ruining college sports, especially for non-Power 5 conferences.
100% agree. Yeah. NIL is the downfall of college sports. I mean, at this point, you could consider college sports professional because, you know, you're paying players, you know, they're not, you know, they don't have that incentive to, you know, play as well because, you know, they're getting paid.
Money's already guaranteed to them.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I especially with the introduction of like professionals coming into college sports because of NIL, like we've seen a significant uptick in European players and international players coming over from the professional league to come over and play in college sports, and now you start to see G League players who are starting to come over and are trying to pander to the NCAA to get eligibility, even though they've already played in a professional league and maybe even gone through the draft. But I think this is especially relevant in basketball, which I'm sure is Brody's talking about more specifically basketball. but especially the lower leagues. Like, so you get some of the mid-major teams, and I mean, I know we've seen it here with Wichita State.
Right.
Some players that just get absolutely poached by bigger programs, like Corey Washington for Wichita State, or Quincy Ballard is another guy that got poached this offseason. So there's been a lot of good talent taken away from these mid-major teams, whereas obviously we know here in Wichita back in the day with Fred VanVleet and Ron Baker and Clanton Early, Landry Shamet, the list goes on, players that would have been high major players that would have been drafted maybe even higher than what they were or drafted in the first place that still went on to have great careers, but they provided for their college team and just willed them to the NCAA tournament year in and year out, but now those players are starting to just move on to higher ranks.
Yeah, and I think you look at the pre-AP top 25 ranking, and, you don't see any non-Power 5.
Right.
Basically none.
Mm-hmm.
You got all these, Alabama, UNC, all of these, big schools, and you don't really have any of those, Wichita States or, you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah. Because back in the day, Wichita State would be ranked in the preseason top 25 poll and pretty highly.
Oh, yeah.
UT teams you still get some mid-majors in there, but Northern Iowa back in the day with College Game Day, there was some big battles between teams that were ranked even in the Valley and other VCU in the A10. So there's still teams that make the Cinderella runs, but typically after the Cinderella runs, you see the players get instantly poached from other teams.
Oh, yeah.
So the next one we got is from Lane Vincent. He said, Michael Phelps is better all-time than Michael Jordan.
Agreed. Yeah, 100%. I think it's hard to make the comparison because, it's different sports. It's comparing all the GOATs of, different sports, like comparing, Tiger Woods to Michael Phelps. It's a hard comparison, but Michael Phelps was so good at his sport that it's hard to argue against that he's the greatest athlete of all time.
Yeah, I'm looking up here. How many gold medals does Michael Phelps have? Because it's got to be over, my guess is it's over 10. Oh, way over. 23 gold medals for Michael Phelps. MJ's, 6 championships?
Yeah, 6, yeah.
Just pale in comparison to Michael Phelps.
Right, and he did all that himself. He didn't have a team to take him.
Total medals of 28.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah. He's won 82 medals in just throughout his entire career, not including Olympics, and 65 of them were gold.
Wow.
So
that's insane.
Yeah, that's Michael Phelps is just undoubtedly, maybe even there's an argument to say he's the best athlete of all time regardless of sport.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I 100%, there is an argument to that.
Yeah. The next one we have here is from Isaac Ruland. He said hot dogs are just flat out awful.
I see, personally, I don't agree with that. I like myself a hot dog. You go to the stadium, on a Saturday afternoon. What are you going to go get? You're going to go get yourself a hot dog. And maybe, those stadium hot dogs are not great. But, man, you go to Costco, get one of them beef hot dogs. Yeah.
100% all beef.
Good.
With a little bit of snap to it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. I don't agree with that one. I love a good hot dog.
Oh, yeah, me too.
But a bad hot dog can be pretty bad.
Yeah, I tend to agree. Yeah.
You got to get your hot dogs from the right spot.
You get one of those with a stale bun.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah. Next, we got one from my brother, Jacob Scales. He said, Salvador Perez is better at his sport currently than Travis Kelce is at his, but the media bias makes people think Kelce is a way better player.
Okay. Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Salvador Perez still had a good year this year in terms of just counting stats.
Right.
His OPS and some other metrics were down, but that's been Salvia's entire career. He was just a slightly above replacement level player this year for the Royals, but 100-plus RBIs. I think he ended with over 30 home runs on the season, but yeah, he ended with 30 on the dot in the regular season with 100 RBIs on the dot, 236 average. But he's still out there catching almost every single day.
That's impressive, especially at his age.
Yeah,
35 years old.
He was signed in 2007.
That was before I was born.
Yeah,
2 years before I was born.
Yeah. So
that's insane.
Both of them will be Hall of Famers without a doubt.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah.
But I think that's a good take.
I don't know. I mean, on average, I would agree. But, like, if, what you saw yesterday, the game, I mean, yeah, he did cause that interception. But, he's still putting up 100 yards a game.
Yeah, Kelsey's still a good safety blanket for Mahomes.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah.
When we're talking about comparatively at their positions, Salvador Perez is closer to being a top 10 catcher than Travis Kelce is at being a top 5 tight end.
I agree.
There's other. Tight end and catcher are both weak positions in their league.
Yeah.
And we're seeing other guys like Tucker Kraft and some other guys, younger guys like Trey McBride, who have really positioned themselves in like the top end of the league. And so I think Kelce has just been slowly on the decline the last couple of years, and Salvi, while he's still on the decline, he's still putting up pretty good numbers.
Yeah.
To the next take, we have from Andrew himself. He said, Ohtani is not the best player in MLB history. This is one we've talked about before, so why don't you go ahead and explain?
Okay. I don't think Ohtani is the best player. Okay. I think, like, skill-wise, he is the best player. 100%. I mean, he can bat and pitch like nobody else has ever been able to. But I don't think that the value that he has added to his team is as great as some of those great players.
Okay. I could see that a little bit.
Yeah.
Because the Dodgers were a team that had already made the World Series before, had already won one in 2020 before he got there, and had made numerous World Series. But, we're talking about a 7-WAR player. It was Shohei Ohtani. The average was down a little bit this season compared to last, but, 282 average, 55 tanks. Seriously.
Crazy, yeah.
102 RBIs, and this is a leadoff hitter.
That's
too.
insane, yeah.
1,014 OPS, slug over 600. 3-time MVP, Rookie of the Year, 5-time All-Star, World Series champion, probably a 2-time World Series champion, and 3-time Silver Slugger, adding another one this season.
Yeah.
NLCS MVP, 2-time Major League Player of the Year. So,
Yeah, I just think he has a really good supporting cast around him that also helps him be better. You got Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, you got all those guys. And, I just don't think that what he adds, like, I think those guys help him be who he is.
Yeah, it certainly helps. He has good protection behind him in the lineup. But
Oh, yeah, 100%.
it's just, you look at 2024. He didn't even make his debut until he was 23, and he's been playing professionally since he was 18 in Japan.
That's crazy.
And it's just the reason that makes him the greatest player of all time for me is just his ability to just do whatever he wants in a season.
True.
I was talking to somebody the other night about this. Last season, he decided, I had Tommy John. I'm not going to be able to pitch this year, which he did this year. But last year, no pitching for Ohtani, and he decided, I'm going to make the best out of being a DH every day, and I'm going to go steal a bunch of bases, which is exactly what he did. He stole 59 bases, which is the most ever by a DH only in MLB history, to pair with 54 home runs and 130 RBIs, which, by the way, both led the MLB, 54 and 130. He also scored the most runs in MLB. He came up to the plate the most times in MLB. So not only is he just freak athlete, he's also in the lineup like every single day.
Yeah.
He's played 159 games last year and 158 this year. So
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
while posting an OPS over 1,000 in each of the seasons. So he's now led the MLB twice in intentional walks. So
Yeah.
He'll
I would intentionally walk him.
he's going to win his 4th MVP this year. He's finished 4th in Cy Young. So
That's crazy.
once he gets his innings fully built up next year, I think he'll probably be back in the top 3 for Cy Young. So it's insane. That's why I think he's the greatest player of all time. He's already has 51.5 career WAR, which 40 is basically the benchmark to get you in the Hall of Fame. So from 2018, which is when he made his debut, to 2025, he's already put up a Hall of Fame career. And 2020 season was by far his worst of his career because it was the COVID-shortened season where he didn't even get a single .1 of WAR.
Wow.
So
yeah, that's crazy.
he'll probably be, when it's all said and done, he still has a lot of years left on his Dodgers contract.
Absolutely.
7 left after this season.
Yeah.
So, and they're not going to stop winning. They might lose
No.
a season because of a lockout, which is probably a topic I'll cover in another episode coming up soon here once the MLB season wraps up. And the WBC is only going to add to his legacy by Team Japan winning the World Baseball Classic the last time it was up, and they're going to hopefully try to do the same thing for their country this coming season with Ohtani probably pitching and hitting for them again.
Yeah.
And then to close out this segment of hot takes, we have Andrew with another one that he submitted. MLB needs a salary cap.
I absolutely agree with this.
It's a very controversial topic, but
Yeah.
it's probably one that's true. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think, like I said, I'm going to cover this in probably an upcoming episode because it's such a fiery debate, but the owners are going to want a salary floor, or the players are going to want a salary floor, and the owners are going to want a cap. But the problem is the players, they don't want to limit their earnings.
Right.
But the players also want competitiveness in the game because they see how much the Dodgers have overrun the game, which is not their own fault because they're willing to spend money and defer money. To me, the deferment is what's the problem.
Yeah, I agree.
We can't be paying Shohei Ohtani $680 million after
that's
he's done
crazy.
playing for the team.
Yeah.
Like, he has to be paid while he's on the team. Deferrals have been happening forever. We know Bobby Bonilla Day, which happens in the summer every July. I want to say July 1st or something like that, where he gets a payment from the Mets of over $1 million until I want to say like 2035. And then what people don't know is he has another one too for $750,000 until I want to say 2029 with the Orioles. So it's a masterclass negotiating tactic by the agents because it secures the long-term future for their players. And the money's only going to appreciate.
Right.
So I don't know. And Ohtani, he's like, in the case of the Dodgers, most of their players are getting massive endorsement deals anyway, like Ohtani, like Betts, Freeman. They've already made enough in their career where they don't need this money. So which I think is part of the reason why these players are willing to take the deferred money.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
But
100%.
the cap, I don't know if it's more of a cap problem or as much of a deferment problem.
Yeah, I just think a cap would help regulate how much teams can spend, because I feel like these big market teams like the Yankees, the Mets, the Dodgers, they're just, they're never not a name because they have all this money that they can spend. I mean, the Royals, they had a couple years, but, they just don't have that type of money. And I think if you can allow teams to have the same amount of money, like the NFL, I think it would even out a whole lot of problems that they have.
Yeah. The difference in payrolls between MLB teams is crazy. We have teams that are operating sub 100, and then you have teams like the Dodgers who are over 350.
Right.
And contracts that are being handed out to like Soto last offseason that are literally larger than the GDP of some small countries. $755 million. So it's crazy, but that's something they're going to have to get sorted out. But
I agree.
For this take, I'm actually going to disagree with it.
Really?
I'm going to disagree with it because I think they need to regulate the deferrals more.
I agree.
And the problem is I don't think they're going to I just don't see them agreeing to a cap.
Yeah, I could see that too. I could see players being pretty upset about that.
Yeah. But the floor needs to happen. I would agree with the salary floor to regulate spending, because if the floor was increased, then that will make teams have to spend money, which will probably in turn end up having these smaller market teams, or even just teams that are in big markets that have the money but just refuse to spend it.
Right.
Like the A's, for example, their owner is one of the PayPal guys. He's got money. We know he's got money.
Yeah.
And he just refused to spend it until they get to Vegas, which I think is part of the problem of this whole issue.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so now we will transition into our next segment here, which I haven't told Andrew what it is yet. So he's learning on the fly here for the first time what this segment is.
Okay.
So my first question to you is, have you ever wanted to be the GM of an NFL team?
Absolutely.
Well,
100%.
If you could have your pick of any team in the NFL to be the GM of, who would you pick?
Chiefs. 100% Chiefs.
See, As I told you, he is our Chiefs ball knower here at Caps.
Yeah.
So we're going to put him to the test today. I have a list of trade candidates here for the Chiefs,
Okay.
and I will be the GM of the other team.
Okay.
And I will be calling you,
Okay.
and I want to get your opinion on how we negotiate this trade.
Okay.
So first off, I am the GM of the Jets.
Okay.
Don't ask me who that is. It was Joe Douglas, but they fired him. Probably
Okay.
because he traded for Aaron Rodgers. But, so, ring, ring, ring.
Yep. Okay. Hello.
Hi, this is the GM for the New York Jets. How would you like to have Brees Hall?
I love it.
Okay, so what's your price? What are you going to offer me for Brees Hall?
I'll give you a 5th and Kareem Hunt.
Absolutely not. Why do I need Kareem Hunt?
You're giving up Brees Hall.
I'm a one-win football team. What is Kareem Hunt going to do for me?
I mean, he'll add value to short down distances, help you get those 4th down conversions and 3rd down conversions.
I'm a one-win football team. We need a new quarterback. This isn't going well. I need a new quarterback. Justin Fields, Woody Johnson the other day,
Yeah.
he doesn't want Justin Fields around here anymore. And we certainly can't start Tyrod Taylor.
That's a good point.
We need picks.
Picks. Okay. What do you want?
I was thinking of 2026 fourth.
2026 4th.
The Chiefs fourth too. Not even the Bears or Patriots.
Okay. What about, I'll give you a 5th and a 7th.
Fifth and the seventh. So you tell me who of the Chiefs drafted in the 5th or 7th that's going to make me feel confident that my scouts can find somebody. Like, the difference between a 4th and 5th is pretty big. That's
pretty big
That's
difference,
like 32
yeah.
players.
Yeah.
So, a 4th round pick, we could have a guy who has a day 2 grade for us.
Yeah.
We might not find that in the 5th.
Yeah, so who we've drafted?
Yeah. Or
Oh,
here,
man.
I'll just make it simpler for you.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. So this 4th, right?
Yeah.
You have 3/4.
Yeah.
What do you need 3/4 for? You can move back still if you want. You can trade
true.
the 2
Yeah.
other 4ths to move up in the draft.
Yeah.
You can't get a Brees Hall in the draft.
That's a good point. Yeah. Okay, I'll give you 4th.
4th,
Yeah.
shake on it.
Yep.
We got a deal. All right. So Brees Hall has now been traded from the New York Jets to the Kansas City Chiefs
Yeah.
for the Chiefs' 4th round pick in the 2026 NFL draft.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, I'd love it.
Okay.
Yeah, we need a back.
Okay. That's why I put Brees Hall on the list.
Yeah.
And so, spoiler alert, that didn't happen. So, ring, 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 hello. This is Mickey Loomis, the GM for the New Orleans Saints.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm calling you about Alvin Kamara.
Yeah. We'd love him.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, how would you feel about a 2026 5th round pick?
A 5th rounder for Alvin Kamara.
Yeah. He's a good back.
He's-
It's a Pro Bowl back.
I mean, not now.
I can pull up the stats. I mean, he's still if you really want me to, I can brag about our player here, and I can tell you how good of a player he is and how much he would make a difference on your team.
Yeah.
So we're talking about a 5-time Pro Bowl running back here.
Right.
Alvin Kamara, 363 yards rushing. Not that good, right?
No.
Let's look at his receiving stats. He's got 147 this year, which you may not think is that much. But we take it back to last year. We have Spencer Rattler. We just made the move to Tyler Shuck. Our offense is pretty abysmal right now. Let's look at last year. 950 rushing yards and 6 touchdowns. That's
We'd
pretty
take
good,
that.
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you add in 543 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns.
We would absolutely take
That's
that.
that's 1,493 scrimmage yards.
Yeah.
That's a lot better than Isaiah Pacheco.
That's a
so,
whole lot better.
so
Yeah.
5th round pick,
I'd probably give you a 5th rounder.
'Kay.
Yeah.
5th round pick.
100%. Yeah.
All right. Next up, we got Bradley Chubb. How do you feel about Bradley Chubb?
I mean,
I mean,
I
so
don't
in the
know.
notes here, I've got he is coming off an ACL injury last
right.
year,
Yeah.
and he is owed $30 million between this year and next year.
So, yeah.
But I mean, so getting into character here, Bradley Chubb. I'm gonna convince you why you need Bradley Chubb.
Okay.
So obviously, you know Bradley Chubb from when he played with Denver. He's
Absolutely.
a game wrecker,
Yep.
two-time Pro Bowler, but
Do not like that guy.
he's got 4 sacks this year.
Yeah, we need that on our line.
Chiefs could use some edge help.
Oh,
little
100%.
rotational player. He's
Yeah.
got a forced fumble recovery. He started all 8 games this season for the Dolphins so far.
Yeah.
So, in exchange for Bradley Chubb, I'm asking you for a 2026 4th-round pick. This is the Patriots' 4th-round pick that was acquired in the which trade was that?
The 4th rounder for
From the Patriots.
oh man.
Anyways,
I
4th
forgot.
round pick. This is via the Patriots.
Right. And we'd have to pick up the
Yeah.
30.
We'll help you out a little bit. We'll pay down the rest of this year.
so what, 15?
Yeah. So you got 15 next year.
So we'd take 15 and a 4th. I would not. I
No?
would not take that deal. No.
I think I'm going to be pretty firm on a 4th. I think somebody else will
Yeah.
give me a 4th. So
Yeah, well, I would agree. I think our problem would be our salary cap. Or
yeah. That's what I think. Bradley Chubb is pretty unlikely for the Chiefs just because of that.
Yeah, right.
And he did have the ACL last year
Yeah.
where he didn't even play a single game. But
Yeah, I don't like that either.
and then 2022, 7 games started, 8 games played.
Yeah, that's
So
yeah, I don't like that.
he did have 11 sacks in 2023, but he'll be 30 next year
Yeah, that's just not a gamble that I would like to take.
for sure. Next trade candidate here. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello?
Hey, this is Terry Fontenot, the GM of the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
Is there anybody on our team that you think you'd be interested in?
Well, definitely Bijan.
Okay,
But-
well, we're not trading Bijan. I was
True.
thinking more along the lines of, Kyle Pitts.
Oh, yeah, we need a new young tight end.
Okay, that's why I'm calling you. I know
Yeah.
Kelsey's unk, so
Yeah.
I feel like you guys are going to need a new tight end.
Absolutely.
So this might be Kelsey's last season. He's got
Yep.
that whole Taylor Swift thing going on. So she's got some tours coming up. I don't think he's
God.
making it past this year.
No, I don't think so either.
So-
I mean, as much as I wish he would, I don't think so either.
I'm doing you guys a service here. I'm offering you
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Pitts, and all I want back in exchange is a 4th-round pick from the Bears,
4th rounder from the Bears for Kyle Pitts.
acquired in the Joe Thuney trade.
Yeah. Man.
He is in the last year of his contract, so you would have to give him an extension,
Yeah, right.
obviously. Mm-hmm. It's probably not going to be a cheap extension.
No. I think I would. Yeah, I think I would.
4th-rounder?
Yeah.
We agree on that?
Yeah.
It's going to be a
little bit
high 4th-rounder.
Right. Yeah. That's fine. That's not really what I'm worried about. What I would be worried about is the salary that he's going to take up.
But if Kelsey's retiring, then
That frees
you
up
got
a lot.
money freed up anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. 100%.
Shake
So-
on it. 4th-rounder.
Absolutely.
Kyle Pitts is now a member of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yep.
Travis Kelce, you can now go on any tour you would like with Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Okay, for this one, I'm not a GM now. I'm an agent.
Okay.
So, no idea who this guy's agent is. That's not my thing. But ring, 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 ring.
Hello?
Hey, this is Christian Wilkins' agent.
Okay.
We're talking about a multiple-time NFL Pro Bowler here
Yeah.
in Christian Wilkins. We just got released from the Raiders this offseason.
You're right.
But we're healthy. We're back. We're looking to get back in the game. What do you want to offer? Are you interested at all?
Man. With us just signing Mike Pinnell.
My client last year, 2023,
Yeah.
his last healthy season he had 9 sacks
That's
off that
pretty
interior.
good. Yeah. Man, I would probably. How old is he?
He is currently 30 years old.
Yeah. So probably not a whole lot of time left.
His foot is healthy now.
Okay.
He got cut from the foot, maybe some locker room stuff. I'm telling you right now that's not true. I can speak to the testament of my client, the character
Yeah.
of my client.
Uh-huh.
He's a trustworthy guy.
Yeah.
This was more so, we know how, you being in the AFC West, you
Yep.
know how defunct the Raiders are.
Yeah.
So
Most
this
definitely.
was a malpractice by them.
Okay.
So we're looking for just a little cheap contract here, 1 year, $5 million.
Okay. I like to look a little more, not long term, but I don't really love 1 year contracts. I'm gonna do I'd give you a 2-year, $8 million with a $1 million signing bonus
But you got to make it good for my client, right?
and some incentives.
You got to make it good for my client because he's a talented player.
Absolutely.
He just signed one of the biggest deals ever for a defensive tackle in NFL history before he got cut.
Yeah, that's true.
I know we're coming off of a down year, only 5 games played. Didn't have him played at all this year.
Yeah, that's a little concerning to me.
So how about this? 1 year, $5 million. We play well. We can work something out next offseason.
Okay,
And if we don't play
I
well,
like it.
you're not on the books.
I like it. Absolutely.
He will be on the team plane, and he'll be flying to Kansas City, and he'll need a couple weeks
Yeah.
to get back into game shape.
100%,
But
yeah.
he'll be ready for sure to play full snap load by the playoffs. So,
Sounds good to me.
all right. Next trade target we got is for a Brown, Cleveland Brown. So, ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
This is Andrew Berry, the GM of the Cleveland Browns in Cleveland, Ohio. And I'm offering you a player along our defensive line. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
Who do you think it is?
I mean, I would love it to be Myles
No,
Garrett.
he's
but
not. He's not on the table.
I bet it's Malik Collins.
It is Malik Collins.
Yeah.
Malik Collins. 3.5 sacks this year. 3 tackles for loss. You got him
Okay.
under contract next year. Mm-hmm. He's in the first year of his 2-year, $20 million contract we signed him for this offseason.
Okay. Yeah.
Fully guaranteed, I believe.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
you're taking on a little bit of money.
Yeah, right.
We're probably not willing to take on much salary here because we still got to pay
Okay.
Deshaun.
That's true.
We got some other guys we might want to move at the deadline this
Okay.
year because we're bad.
Yeah.
Like we got Denzel Ward, we might want to move him. Mm-hmm. So all I'm asking for, clean and easy, 6th round pick.
Okay. So sixth round pick and a $10 million pickup.
20, like closer to probably about 10.
Okay.
The rest of this year and then 20 million.
Oh, okay.
And then
yeah.
the rest of it next year.
Okay.
So the rest of this year and 10 million next year.
Okay. I would probably say yes if you guys picked up a little bit of the salary.
Man, we just got to pay Deshaun though. Like,
Yeah.
Deshaun, he loves his money.
He does.
So-
yeah.
We might be able to work out something with Deshaun where he gives a little bit back,
Yeah.
but he is pretty greedy.
Yeah. 100%. I mean, I think if you picked up $3 million, then I would
$3
probably
million.
say yeah.
How about if we pay down the rest of this year
Mm-hmm.
and you give us a 5th?
And a 5th?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd do
Deal?
that. Yep. I'd
Shake
do
on
that.
it. Malik Collins is currently on his way to the Chiefs. It's a race. Who will get there first, Christian Wilkins or Malik Collins?
Yeah.
But both of them are now on the Chiefs, and they got to figure out what they're going to do with that.
Yeah,
the
no
Chiefs
kidding.
have no draft capital now.
Nope. No
They've-
draft picks.
all of it's gone.
No nothing.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this episode of the Free Play Podcast. Thanks again to Andrew for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, thank you.
So, what can we expect from the Chiefs the rest of the season? Closing take.
Oh man, closing take. Chiefs are going undefeated. We're gonna win out, and we're going to the Super Bowl.
Now, who are they playing in the Super Bowl?
Oh man.
This is your episode here. You gotta
Okay.
tell me what's your Super Bowl prediction now.
All right. I think we'll either play the Packers or maybe I like the Rams a lot. I think either the Packers or the Rams.
Okay.
And I'll take us 27-20. Yep.
Chiefs start the Super Bowl streak back up again.
Absolutely.
Maybe
Yep.
with Kyle Pitts on the team,
Hey, maybe.
or maybe with Brees Hall. We'll
What
find
about
out.
all of them?
Yeah, we'll find out within the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Week.
Yeah, next
So,
week, yeah.
thanks again for coming onto the podcast.
Yeah.
Appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule to come on the show. And,
Absolutely.
good luck to the Chiefs the rest of the season.
Yeah, thank you. Good luck to the Packers.